Hello, weary stranger. Fancy seeing you here. Why don't you join me by the fireside for some comfort and cheer? Come now, dear one. Take some tea. Settle in. For today's story, we're about to begin. In the depths of the ancient forest, where sunlight danced upon mossy trunks and the air shimmered with whispered secrets, Kitsu wandered alone. A rare presence in this world, a Fenican, she moved with the quiet grace of a fox, her light sandy golden fur catching flecks of sunlight as she foraged among the wild magical herbs. Her piercing blue eyes, alight with mischief, roved over delicate blossoms and dewdrop-laden ferns. Wrapped in her dark green cloak, with its leather belt adorned by pouches filled with herbs, seeds, and tiny treasures, and armed with a trusted sickle, Kitsu kept to the solitude of nature. Wary of strangers who often prized the tales of Fenicans for their perceived magical properties, she found solace in the forest, a place where only the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft chirp of hidden birds accompanied her. On this day, as she traced quiet paths through the woods, Kitsu's ears caught the soft, lyrical hum of a presence seldom seen. There, nestled beneath a venerable oak, stood Lzanna, a wise, enigmatic dryad whose luminous eyes and graceful bearing set her apart. Accompanied by her unusual guardian, a majestic moose known simply as Moose, Lzanna exuded an air of calm authority. Unlike her kin, who remained hidden in nature's embrace, Lzanna was known to quietly watch over the nearby town of Brightfield and emerge from her quiet vigil from time to time. She sensed the magic of nature in Kitsu and knew she could be trusted. With a tender smile, Lzanna said, "Come, little one," and beckoned the Fenican deeper into the forest until they reached a secret grove known to the forest folk as Moonlight's Bounty, where rare, shimmering herbs flourished and magical fungi could be found growing on the trunks of every tree. Fireflies of all colours danced around in the air. The glade was a painter's dream, iridescent petals, glowing moss, and shafts of silver light weaving through ancient branches. For hours, Kitsu revelled in the magic of the grove, her heart light and her spirit nourished by the forest's bountiful gifts. Respecting this honour, she carefully harvested just what she felt she might need, leaving plenty for the forest's other magical inhabitants. As dusk began to paint the sky in hues of lavender and gold, a sudden discordant clamour shattered the serene melody of the glade. Kitsu's keen ears picked up the harsh chattering voices of intruders. Alarmed, she hurried towards the disturbance, the soft thud of her footsteps blending with the rustling leaves. There, in a small clearing, lay Moose, crippled and vulnerable, surrounded by a band of unruly kobolds. Their wild eyes and snarling demeanours spoke of mischief and malice as they taunted the wounded creature. Without a moment's hesitation, Kitsu sprang into action. With the swiftness of a striking fox, she leapt forward, her claws unsheathed and her sickle glinting in the twilight. In that chaotic moment, Lzanna reappeared, her graceful form merging with the shadows of the forest, and together they confronted the invaders. Lizanna's magic wove through the air like living tendrils, while Kitsu's own prowess, the raw power of nature, honed through years of solitude, met the kobolds with a fierce, righteous fury. Their combined strength, both wild and mystical, sent the kobolds scattering into the underbrush. After the fray had quieted, Kitsu knelt beside Moose, her gentle hands gathering the rare herbs she had so recently admired. Carefully she applied poultices to Moose's wounds, her touch imbued with healing magic. As Moose stirred with new-found strength, Lzanna tipped her head in gratitude. "Thank you, little friend." Then her ears pricked, a distant sound of footsteps approaching. With a graceful bow, she bid farewell to Kitsu, disappearing back into the forest with Moose by her side, leaving the grove once more to its tranquil solitude. Moments later, voices of genuine concern reached Kitsu's ears. She rose, brushing away leaves and dust from her attire, and saw two figures emerging from the edge of the trees. It was Keo and Han, the warm-hearted innkeepers of the Rested Paw. Keo, with his feline agility and magnificent leaf collection peeking from his satchel, looked both curious and protective. Han, broad and gentle, with the sturdy presence of an orc, wore a welcoming smile as warm as the hearth fires at their inn. "Are you all right?" Han asked, his deep voice resonating with genuine concern. Keo's eyes darted between the scene and Kitsu, his natural inquisitiveness evident in the way he scanned her for signs of distress. Though they had missed the heart of the clash, they wanted to ensure that the petite Fenican felt safe. The pair proceeded to set out a hearty picnic, with flagons of Han's renowned tomato juice, and sat with Kitsu beneath the fading light, offering their food and comfort. In the soft glow of twilight, amidst the whisper of the trees and the gentle murmur of the nearby brook, an unlikely kinship blossomed. Keo's quiet, creative presence, evident in the careful way he observed the patterns of the forest floor, combined with Han's robust, nurturing spirit to forge a bond that felt as though it had always existed. Their conversation flowed naturally. Shared laughter and gentle teasing filled the space between words as they spoke of life's trials and the wonder of the magical world around them. Keo and Han, ever generous and kind, extended an invitation to the weary Fenican. "Come with us," Han said, his tone both sincere and warm. "Brightfield is a place of healing, of friendship, and of magic. You're welcome to stay with us at the Rested Paw." Though Kitsu had long avoided bustling towns out of caution toward strangers, the gentle kindness of these two souls melted her guarded heart. The villagers of Brightfield, in their quiet awe and respectful curiosity, would one day look back on this day as the moment when a new spark of magic joined their community, a spark that shone with the fierce light of resilience and hope. And so, under a sky streaked with the promise of stars, Kitsu took her first tentative steps towards Brightfield, embraced by newfound friends and the gentle magic of a world that celebrated the extraordinary in every heart.